Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories in Margate, Florida, and today we got something that has not been done before. That's right. It's a cover we have done, but we've done it with a vehicle and a roll bar. That combination we have not done, and I doubt if anyone else has done it. So I'm going to show you in a second what we're talking about. But before we get going, that is our telephone number. For example, if you see this thing in the video and you want it done, you got to call us, because this will not be on my website. This is a custom job. The cover will be on the bottom of this video, so you want to see how much the cover is. The rest of it, you have to call us. So that being said, come on here, buddy. And by the way, Buddy is our master tech. He's also the guy who helped me work on this all day. We worked on this together. And what do we have here? Well, we had the new Nissan Frontier, and we did a Revolver x4S. And what did this Nissan have? Well, this had a Frontier roll bar. Actually, they're not technically roll bars. They're called a sport bar because they're not connected to the frame. So this sport bar was on here. Now, it had brackets that went into the bed and prevented any cover from working with this. So we had to come up with some solutions that, because we have done roll bars on a lot of different trucks. You know, the Nissan Titan, the big brother of this one, and where we kind of just moved it over, and we loosened everything, moved it over and did some trimming, and it worked. Would not work on this truck. We actually spent a little extra time with this. So if you plan to do this yourself, you probably better off let us do it. So let's go in here. I'll tell you a little bit about the cover before I get started here. The Revolver x4S is by Bak Industries. It's got a 5-year manufacturer warranty, and if we put it on, we double the warranty to 10 years. And it also has a 1-year labor agreement. Basically, it's a warranty from us for 1 year that covers all the labor, including the modifications we did to the roll bar here. So now if you look here, you can see how the roll bar is attached over here. I don't know if you can see this, but basically, now normally on the Titans, we actually bring this out further and bolt it in down here. But you see a little problem with the Frontier? It's not much space here. So we couldn't bring it out because this thing would stick out, you know, almost a full inch, and when it cosmetically wouldn't look as good. So we had to come up with another solution, which is what we did. So we actually, again, the bracket went in the bed and we had to cut it off. I'm not going to tell you all the details, but it was work, let me be honest. But take a really good look. Buddy, go in there, swing around here, see how this all looks. I'm very pleased with the way this looks, and I'm sure our guest is going to be just as happy. And the nice thing is there's probably no one else in Florida at this time that has this setup, because I've seen roll bars with the Frontiers, and they're quite a bit of them, especially if you get the model there. There's just the Pro X. They all come with it, right? But what you don't see is a cover with that roll bar on the Frontier. And of course, we've been doing the Titans, we've been doing the Colorados, the Silverados, of course the Rams with the Ram bar and all that stuff. We have done a lot of roll bars with the cover. This is the first time we have done the Frontier with the cover, and I am really pleased. So let's go ahead, I'll just tell you a little bit more. Of course, you got your 400-pound capacity. It is evenly distributed. Now, if you're gonna have this on, come over here, I'll show you a few more things before I go into a few other things. If you notice here, it's got a big old seal here, and that's gonna help keep the water out. And there is a left and right release mechanism. And that's good if let's say you're pulling off on the highway and you got all the traffic on this side, you wanna swing around to the passenger side a little safer. Now, the one thing you would need to know, if someone is with you and they want to start pulling this on the same time, of course, I had one guy, even before I could tell him how to use it, he literally goes and starts grabbing both sides, and I'm like, whoa, I'm trying to tell you how it works. And he goes, oh, I know how it works. And I go, no, if you do that, you will break it. So now if you look over here, as I roll here, it's got this little rubber piece here, and that's basically in case the aluminum on this gets hot, it won't damage your hand, because this makes it more comfortable to roll. Also, this is they changed this from silver to black. It looks a little nicer, and it's got two things going on here. You got your metal here, and then you got your marine grade top here, so that holds up quite well. Now, if you notice here, I'm not going to be able to roll this all the way. Now, on some of the Titans, I was able to get past the roll bar, but that's on the Titan, because remember I told you they came out a little further. I couldn't go any further with the roll bar on this one, so there's no way I can get past this. Now, I already discussed that with the customer before we did all this, and they're more than happy, because now they still got the use of their bed, they still can use their cover. This way, if they go on the trip and they want to put their luggage back here, whatever it is, they can do it. Now, if somebody buys this from me and they don't live here in Florida, I can walk you through this. I can tell you step by step to do, because you might look at it and think you know how it's done. Trust me on this one, there's a lot of steps involved. I can walk you through it, but it's not going to be an easy install. From a scale from 1 to 7, the cover by itself is like a 4 or 5. For what we do, we bring it up to an 8. How many hours you think, buddy, we're in this? 4 hours, okay. And now, of course, after we do a few more, we'll knock it down a little bit, but it's time consuming. But the good thing is you can use your cover. Now, I know on the Titans you can flatten this out and roll it up here. This one really, I tried it, didn't really fit, so this is pretty much where it's going to go. Now you can kind of wedge it in there if you want, so you can drive around with it. Most of the time you'll just keep it either, you'll probably keep it closed and you just open if you need to. Again, this is a rolling cover. Now this does have one of the best locking mechanisms. Now if you look over here, let's see if I don't know if you can see that here, but see this right here, there's a little groove here? That thing locks the entire track all the way to the front window. This is a single lock that locks the entire cover. So this is gonna be a lot better for security. Now when you go to close this, I always recommend to close it from both sides. Now you can close it from one side, what happens, the other side doesn't close. So if you push it from both sides, you can see it's a lot better. Usually when people complain about closing, it's because they're closing one side and I'm like, did you do both sides? I go, well, I'll do one at a time. I go, no, you have to close them both like that. If not, it doesn't close as well. Now this is a super tight fit. I like how this all looks. I think it works really good. And I tell you, I'm very pleased with this. It's pretty much looks like it came from the factory this way, and that's what you want. But of course, this is, I call my C&H Auto Accessories Light Custom. So again, if you go online, it's gonna say, oh, if you have the roll bar, you cannot do this. And technically they are right. But as you can see, it's another one of those things we have done here that no one else is doing. And again, if you buy from us, I will walk you through how it's done. If you go and choose to buy from someone else, I will not walk you through it. You got to buy it from me. It's not like you're saving any money. It's the same price across the board. So you might as well get it from us. And we can tell you how to do the installation. Either with or without the roll bar, we can help you. That's what we're here for. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is a brand new 2024 Nissan Frontier with the factory roll bar here. And of course, this is the Pro X here. And we put on a Bak Industries Revolver X4S with the roll bar. They all work good. You got a good view of everything there, buddy? Thank you again. Oh, before you go, hit that like button. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.